This is John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're doing a review demo of a very cool pedal, the Supro Drive by Supro USA. Before I tell you all about it, I'll tell you about how we're recording this. Let me turn that off. Got a little bit of hum to it, I don't mind. Anyway, I'm playing my, this is my Gibson Les Paul Traditional, and it's got DiMarzio PAFs in it. Other than that, it's stock. I'm running an Astro cable directly into the Supro. Supro is being powered by Voodoo Labs pedal power, running out of the Supro into a Fender Supersonic in the clean channel, which sounds like this. Later on, we might put on a little bit of dirt, and that'll sound kind of like this. We're miking it with a Royer R121 mic that's going to an Apogee Quartet and into Pro Tools. So basically, just plugging straight in. A little later, I'm going to play my Strat, which is a Sweetwood Strat, so you can get a single coily kind of thing. Okay, let me tell you about this pedal. It is a unique pedal, and unique's an overused term, but it actually is the case. This is unique because this is the only pedal I've ever seen that has a actual output transformer in it. Maybe other people are doing it, I just don't know about it. But the point of it is they're building this tiny box so it sounds like a 60s era Supro amp. And I've never played a 60s era one. I've played the new ones and I love those, so I can't give you a taste test, but this sounds great. It sounds like that classic, you know, old school rock and roll tone, Jimmy Page kind of thing. So very cool. It's fairly simple. You've got in, out expression pedal, which is cool. I'm using this Dunlop little expression pedal. And what's really cool about that is you can increase the drive with your foot. So observe, here we are. That's where I came in. It's like magic. And I love that because, you know, you can not only, you can use it as a boost, you know, sometimes when you have an overdrive pedal and wherever it is where it is. And if you bring down your volume of your guitar, you're kind of losing that overdrive. This gives you the overdrive, but then you can just kind of pump it up. So I think it works better than your volume on your guitar. So it's great for that, for going between solos and clean tones with a dirty, solos and rhythm tones. Okay, so let's talk controls. Pretty straight ahead like any overdrive, at least this part is. Right here you have tone. It does tone things. Bring it all the way down. In the middle. Then all the way up. Ooh, it's gonna be a little harsh. Gets a little hissy when you pump it all the way up. I like it down, I like kind of right around there. That seems pretty cool. Cool tone. So that's tone. Next we have volume. One thing really cool about this too, you get a pretty good dB boost. When we came in, I had it goosed up there pretty well, but just above halfway. But if you bring down the gain and bring this up alone, it's a pretty cool tone. It's not really giving you much volume, but just a tiny bit more, just like a little, gives you just a tiny little boost. Anyway, it can be used in that application as well. Over here, that's kind of your money knob. That is your overdrive. It gets everything from, you know, simple, or from, you know, subtle. goose it way up there. And it's really dirty. So far, this is like any overdrive. You've got gain, you got volume, you got tone. But right here is where it really gets interesting because it switches the transformer between either a, I guess it's what, rich and bold. Anyway, rich is like a high gain sort of amp, that kind of flavor. And that's where I've been. And bold, which to me is kind of more my deal. It's more of a high, like a high output sparkle. So kind of like that Dwayne Allman thing. It's like right there, man. He had that kind of that tone because he was going through a really loud amp, and it wasn't necessarily a high gain amp, but because it was really loud, and you do get kind of a cool, just a cool tone like that. And this amp does that, or this pedal does that really well. It really sounds like that, like a. Cool, right? I mean, that's pretty convincing. So it's cool you can go between the two as well. I mean, I dig that. And the expression pedal is just great to be able to kind of dial in more when you want it. Let me show you what it sounds like with a Strat. Okay, now I'm in single coil land. I've got my Sweetwood Sweetcaster. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, we're still in the bold. Man, I really dig that. What a great ampy kind of sound. See, here it is just through the supersonic alone. Just doesn't have any of that. I mean, it's fine, but it has none of that personality and swagger, you know? Pretty cool, right? So let's kind of goose that all the way up and see what happens. Damn. Okay, let's go to the high gain bit. I'll bring that back a little bit. There we go. That's nice. Let me bring it up a little bit more. Wow. Then why not? Let's just dime this pig, see what happens. Woof. Okay, it gets a little over the top for me right there. Okay, one final little taste test bit. You know, people run like a Marshall and just put a tube screamer in front of it, so it's kind of cool to hear what it sounds like with a slightly distorted amp. So here's the amp in the overdrive channel. Just a little bit of girth to it, but add this. So anyway, very cool pedal. Cool in the fact that you've got basically 2-in-1 right there. I like the whole transformer thing. That's cool. Running on a Voodoo Labs pedal power right now, but we could run it on batteries if we so choose. And probably my favorite part is this expression out, which I've kind of been using. You haven't seen it all, but I've kind of been using it throughout. Anyway, it is truly expressive. So very cool. Those are the basic details on the Supro Drive. To read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. And while you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook and subscribe to our ever-growing YouTube channel. This is John Bolger. Till next time.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on premierguitar.com.